Famous Guitars, episode number 25. Hopefully it's not too late to wish you a Happy New Year, but I want to go ahead and highlight this guitar right here from this comment. And of course, I'm talking about Rory Gallagher's 1961 Fender Stratocaster. Rory bought this guitar for about £100 back in 1963 on credit from the owner, Crowley's Music Store in Cork. According to Rory, this was the first Stratocaster to ever reach Ireland. The story of how Rory came to own this 1961 Fender Stratocaster is somewhat interesting in itself. The guitar's previous owner was Jim Conlon, who is known for being the founder and the guitarist of the Irish band called Royal Show Band. Jim allegedly ordered a red Stratocaster from the United States, but this sunburst came instead, so he had to use the guitar for around half a year until the red one would finally arrive. After the red Stratocaster finally got to Ireland, the Sunburst was put on sale at Michael Conley's store, who eventually met Rory and agreed to sell the guitar to him for installments. It was shipped from the factory with 3 single-coil pickups on average and measured 6.19k ohms. These original pickups remained in Rory's Stratocaster until early 1970s, around the time 2 of the pickups were damaged due to moisture from Rory just sweating too much. In interviews, Rory wasn't specific in what pickups he used to replace the damaged pickups with, but it's speculated that he stuck with Fender pickups. Around July of 1982, the bridge pickup was changed once again. This time it styled a black pickup cover, which he stated he installed a Fender Hot X100 in the bridge at some point, but since there's no such thing as a Hot X100, it was likely that he was referring to a Fender Lead 2 X1 pickup. Now, sometime in the early mid-2000s, Kent Armstrong was contacted by Rory's brother Donald and nephew Daniel about recreating the pickups in Rory's 1961 Stratocaster. Kent opened up the guitar, inspected the 3 pickups, and concluded that 2 of them were indeed stock Fenders, and the third was a Fat Strat pickup from DiMarzio. Now, Rory stated that he had done some work on the original 1961 neck, including changing the nut, frets, tuners, and from the photos we can see he added another string tree to the headstock. Now, there were other modifications to the guitar as well. Other mods include the pickguard, which was replaced sometime in the mid to late 60s, and a tremolo piece was blocked off from the back with a small wooden piece so that the guitar would stay in tune better, since Rory really never used the tremolo anyway. The original bridge was allegedly replaced with a Stars Guitars brass replacement bridge. Rory also rewired the tone controls to have the bottom pot as one master tone, disconnecting the middle pot altogether and leaving the master volume control as it was. He also installed a 5-way selector switch in place of the vintage 3-way. So when did he play it? Gallagher played it extensively throughout his lifetime from 1963 until his death in June 14th of 1995. There was also significant wear on the guitar, which is quite extensive even when compared to the wear on similar models. Most of the wear seems to be originating from about mid to late 60s, and by the Isle of Wight gig in 1970, the guitar already looked like it had gone through a sanding machine. A factor that may have played a role in this was that the guitar was left in a rainy ditch for several days at some point in 1966. A few days prior to this, Rory's Strat was stolen from him alongside a Telecaster that he borrowed from a friend. It was successfully returned to Rory, who swore he would never lose sight of it again. So, where's it at now? Rory Gallagher's 1961 Stratocaster is on display at Rock Chic exhibition held in Colin Barracks Museum in Dublin, Ireland. So there you are, your Famous Guitars episode 25, Rory Gallagher's 61 Fender Stratocaster. And like, share, and follow for more Famous Guitars.